Thoughts on the TwitchCon? Dude. I mean, I had no desire to go to TwitchCon. I haven't had desire to go to TwitchCon in years. And part of that probably is genuinely because I'm old. Like, I'm an old man now. It was an absolute mess. I'll say this. Plain and simple. Now, I wasn't actively looking for stuff online. Anything I saw from TwitchCon this year was negative. From the start that happened with Emiru, which is disgusting that even happened, right? I don't know how anything like that, like they're talking about security and then that happens, right? I mean, so they're saying it's number one priority, but it sure don't look like it, right? And then from that to, I guess everyone was IRL streaming, which, I mean, that's fine if y'all want to IRL, that's cool. But like the first couple TwitchCons I went to, I feel like, I can't fully remember, but I think like streaming in general used to not happen at TwitchCons unless it was like an event. But it's like there's a new era of streamers that are all IRL, which is totally fine that they want to do that. But it's changed the landscape and the way Twitch kind of works now, right? I saw something, I don't even fully understand it. I saw something about VTubers that something happened. The point I'm making here is I didn't see anything really positive from TwitchCon. Like I said, I haven't had a desire to go in years, but I'm also like old and I was on YouTube for a while. So it's like, but I mean, especially after how everything went down this year, I'm going to beat that ass, bro. I'll be shocked if they have it again without either A, making drastic changes, or B, well, that's just it. A, honestly, I mean, Twitch is just, it's very different now, right? And that's just the reality. Like, this is not the same platform y'all might remember from even when I started streaming, which was not at the core of it, right? You had Justin TV that swapped to Twitch. And like, I've been streaming since 2012 was my very first stream. So that's what, 13 years? So it's like, it's very obvious that this is not the same platform it was 13 years ago from a streaming perspective. And what I mean by that is the way that the top streamers stream now, very different, right, from years ago, which is, once again, fine. It's just changed a lot. And then two, it's like, just the way, I'll say this, the things that get viewership on Twitch now are very different from what they were back in the day. Everything this day and age typically is more IRL stuff. Right, it's IRL walking around. I mean, dude, Speed is literally walking around America, right? It's insane. You know what I'm saying? And it's a very impressive thing that he's doing. You know, you got the Mafia-thon with Kai. That's a very dude, that whole production, everything he puts into that, that's what is just the big thing now. It's not just Summit playing H1Z1, right? It is very different now. You know what I mean? And that's just kind of the direction Twitch went, man. And you can almost call it the old school style of streaming. I'll use that in quotes, where it's like you just sit here and, I mean, even me, I don't even play the entire time, right? Someone like Summit, someone like Shroud, they just hop on. Tyler, he just hops on, just plays, right? I mean, you have Queso does that kind of old style. I'll throw that in quotes. And Jinxie as well. Like TwitchCon, the first couple times I went like at the beginning of it, and it was more about just kind of A, meeting your community, and B, hanging out with fellow streamers that you might have, met through streaming. That was it. Like, that's kind of what the base of TwitchCon was. And I mean, now this day and age, bro, anything I saw from it was just people clip farming. Genuinely, that's all I saw. I didn't just people broadcast. Everyone is streaming it, like everybody. So like the whole thing is like a giant stream now. It's very different from what it was when it first started. Streamers ruined streaming. True. Streamers have now ruined gaming and streaming. Whips will die on this hill. Whip says that TikTok ruined streaming. The idea of clip farming and getting your clips out there, clip farming, right? Whip says that it didn't really happen until TikTok, and that kind of changed the landscape of Twitch in the sense of how you run your stream. You're not necessarily streaming to stream anymore. You're almost streaming for clips, which is a very interesting thought, right? back in the day, you would just stream to like just stream, and now it's kind of like you're doing stuff to get a clip that goes online, and then that gets traction, and people find you from clips. The reality is, man, back in the day, you would stream on Twitch, and people would find you from Twitch. People don't find you on Twitch anymore. They find you on short form content, and that's the reality, right? You're not going on Twitch looking for streamers anymore, which you used to do back in the day. Now it's all you scroll, you see a funny clip or someone that you think is funny or an awesome clip. You're like, oh, dude, that's awesome. I'm going to go watch that streamer. That's how the landscape works now, you know? It's very interesting. I remember when, guys, you got to understand something, brother. I was on this platform before clipping was a thing. Are you guys aware that back in the day, you couldn't clip on Twitch? There was no clips. Who here, yeah, Whiffs, I was going to bring that up. Who, you guys want a real throwback? Who here remembers Odd Shot? Anyone? Anyone remember that? You guys probably don't even know what that is, man. Like, back in the day, bro, clipping wasn't even a thing on Twitch. You didn't clip. There were no clips. But yeah, man, TwitchCon, I don't know. Listen, I have zero plan to ever go to one ever again. But if that needed to be solidified, it was what I saw at this TwitchCon. So I also, like I keep saying, man, I'm 35, man. You know what I mean? I'm old, man. I'm old. Someone's probably gonna clip this, by the way. Isn't that irony? Like me just talking to you guys about it, right? I'm not doing this for a clip. I'm just talking to you guys about it. But it will probably be clipped later. I'll probably see something. This guy Jake Sucky probably already fucking posted it, to be honest with you. It's like it's probably already out there, to be honest with you, man. Timthetatman talks about TwitchCon and says he'll never attend one ever again. Timthetatman hates Twitch. That'll be the title. 25 from Down Bad. Can you say something nice about Jackson Dart and Scatabo? I mean, they look insane. I feel so bad for Giants fans. I'm going to make everyone that is an NFL fan feel better. You guys ready? It doesn't matter how bad your team did, how the game went, if they won, if they lost. If you're feeling down bad about your team, at least you're not a Jets fan. And that's it, man. Like you, and if you are a Jets fan, I'm Godspeed, brother. Like, I don't know, man. Like that, I don't think I'd watch football if I was a Jets fan. At least you're not a Jets fan. All right, guys. Also, 9 days till Arc. How we feeling? How'd you enjoy it? I loved Arc Raiders. I think Arc Raiders, are you guys going to say hashtag ad here again? I think Arc Raiders is a very well done game. I think it's new. I think it's fresh. I think the style and the ease of how I can navigate the systems, it's very nice. And I have a lot of, I know there's a lot of hype behind Arc Raiders, and I'm looking forward to playing Arc Raiders again, for sure. And I mean, candidly, I'll tell you guys, all my YouTube videos on Arc Raiders, I can always kind of get a pulse. I'll just base it off my community. I can get a pulse off my community, just like analytically when I look at videos and the traction they get. Okay, so like, I had a lot of videos in the mix on YouTube where it was like I had some Marvel in there, I had some BF6 in there, I had Call of Duty in there, which is all kind of obviously, you know, things that I am known for, right? And I threw Arc Raiders in the mix, and all of those videos are performing very well compared to those other games that people know me for. So what that tells me is there is an interest and a pulse, at least in my community, on Arc Raiders and wanting to see more of it. So the game is fun. Graphically, it's insane. The audio in it is amazing. There's a lot of really just, I mean, I only got to play it that one day too. And I wanted to play more. I couldn't. I had some stuff I had to do this weekend. So, but long story short, I'm very excited for Arc Raiders, and I'm definitely going to play it again. 25 from streaming changes. You got to consider YouTube too, Tim. 13 years ago, everyone was talking about shoes, my new haircut. Now the best videos are of fat, bald, older millennials getting shit on by children in video games that they should be better than. True? Real? I felt a little personally attacked there, but yeah, true. Yeah, that's true.